Okay, so I saw you asking if someone could give some tips on this game, Leeka, so I'll just watch it real quick, I guess. And I'll just mention a lot of stuff. So if it's like too much, then, you know, just feel free to disregard it. It's just, you know, my opinion, and like, you know, I'll call out some stuff.
And yeah, that's in the melee.
But yeah, let's see. So you're facing SP, Asa, Mistweaver. They don't have a hex to spell, or like a curse to spell. So your shaman can like hex a lot as well if your mage can't get sheeps. But when you play mage lock in general, what you really want to do is spam CC the healer, right? Like whoever they don't go on needs to get CC on healer. So if they're going on your mage, you need to get fierce on the healer and start the CC chain, and then he follows up with sheeps. And if they go on you, your mage has to get CC. The way you typically play mage lock is like you pick a target, and then let's say you triple fear the healer while your mage triple sheeps the SP, and then once those DRs run out, you swap that around, and you know, he triple fear sheeps the healer, and then you triple fear the SP to like cover, so it's always like 1v3, you know. But yeah, against this, like Azerog is pretty squishy against mage lock, I think. Like if you go him a lot, he can't really push in. So if you force cloak, or like if you cloak offensively or something, you need to punish him. But yeah, like need to keep in mind, like always keep CC on healer against this. Like people should be on fear, yeah.
That's what I played last game.
Wait, hold on, stand still.
That's the one.
So yeah, let's see. Let's see what happens.
I can't click him. It won't let me click.
Apparently, combat is broken.
Oh, I didn't get it.
Okay, so first of all, like putting the portal here is a little bit. Like, it's not so good because you're right next to the pillar. If you put it behind the pillar, then let's say you push out, and whenever you port, they're not going to be in line of sight. If you have your portal here, the rogue can just shadow step to you instantly. Like the SP can still hit you if you port. Like it's just like just get it around the pillar. Like the alternative thing you can do is just walk this way, put a gate up like this way, and keep your portal here. And then once you gate first time, you reposition your port so you have it up there. Like that's probably what I would do. But if you want your portal here, that's fine. But get it behind the pillar, because if you're gonna port, like they can instantly connect to you.
I got an ascendance proc randomly. I'm set.
So he lets CC it. Gets sap.
Pretty straight away.
Yep.
It's fine stun to do.
Blinds me.
Okay, so yeah, okay, so you port here, and the rogue shadow steps to you. It's actually yeah. If you had it here, he couldn't shadow step to you instantly, right? So then he already committed blind out of the sap. So he would waste a lot of seconds, and your healer can probably set the blind pretty confidently.
Meaning this, he ships you here. Probably shield.
So you fake kick, you fear him. That's good. Okay, so your healer tells you to pact. I actually agree with your healer here. Like I think you should pact because it's PI, it's Dark Ascension. Like might as well pact. Another thing is like the faster you pact, the faster you get it back right for the next go. So doing it early is really good. But at this point, like they commit smoke bomb, they commit Dark Ascension, they commit PI. It's super worth. Like even if you get the sphere, it's like super worth to pact here. Because you can do it at a high HP, right?
Stun.
So they have more CC coming for your healer, like silent stun.
The rogue. Nope, I don't.
I'm about to.
Okay, so you end up pacting here anyway, so like 50%. Like you see what I mean? Like if you just pact instantly, it's definitely better. But also your healer has to press Ascendance to help, you know? Either way, like this is fine. Like they committed a lot. You got SP Trinket. Like this is not bad game so far. Like your healer set the blind too.
Yeah.
Okay, so the way I would play this is I would get my Tyrant out like you're doing right now, and then I would start pushing towards the middle of the map and get CC and healer. Because you can kind of push, especially because you have your portal here. Like you're not really gonna die, and you have Wolf next go if you really need. It's not too bad.
Priest is taking it.
But yeah, your mage gets a sheep. It's really good. You get Trinket Cocoon even.
Okay.
It's really good. So he def marks you here.
Hit the rogue, hit the rogue.
But they don't really have CC on your healer.
Yeah, I check priest for now.
It's like healing tied up as well. It's not being killed. Like you're super fine here. Okay, so again, you port here. I'm assuming the rogue.
Priest now.
Yeah, okay, so he's a bit away. But
Going.
again, like I know you get like Abyss Walker up. You get like your damage reduction up when you port here. But at the same time, you know, just get it behind pillar. Like it's better. Against this as well, like I would keep tongues on the SP and I would keep tongues on the Mistweaver, simply because, for example, if it was a Resto Shaman, I maybe wouldn't get tongues up all the time, but there's no crystal spell on the team, so it's very easy to globals, you know, to just make them have a lot more hard time playing the game.
Water here. Let's DB rogue for now. Fix me.
Okay, so they commit kidney to your mage. At this point, I would push, as I said, like I would push towards here, because I'm pretty sure the monk is like here or something. So whenever they play like this and they're pushed in, you need to stand between the healer and the DPS so they can push. The more CC you get on the healer, the less pressure they can have because they can't play the game. The rogue is not trinket. Like actually, none of them have trinket. You can win like pretty soon. Like if you get a good setup now, you can win the game.
Stun.
Here's the go.
Watch
Here's the
me.
go.
I have altar up.
I ground here. Ground
Mage
here.
pre-ults this. That's pretty good.
Purging it. Altar back.
So yeah, again, like the healer's over here.
They have go in two. Go in two.
He steps back. That's good.
They just
So you have tongues on priest. That's really good.
Lock priest. Okay, that's
Keep him
Okay,
pet.
again, at this point, like I would just be over here, because you can just constantly pressure the healer. And I mean, even here, like they would have to like run this way, then you can port on top of them as well. But in general, like you just want to pressure the
Dispel your
healer.
dots, Leeka. Dispel your dots. I can't
Since
stop
they
you.
committed a kidney to your mage now, you have packed, like you're super fine to push in. You have everything. He's drinking.
tried to stop
banging the
that.
Could have also stopped this drink, like, but you stop it anyways, of course.
I got them both. I got them both. Stun me. I'm
Full
gonna free
sheep.
wall
Win the
here.
game. Does.
So yeah, your mage gets a sheep here. It's super good. If you're standing over here, you can follow up on the CC, but because you're here, you can't follow up the fears. And this is actually like a winning goal. You can win the game here.
Top MD.
Yeah. I can't. I link up.
Look, they can also play kind of aggressive. Like you could have probably, let's see, you could have probably like
I got 'em both, I got 'em
CC'd them a
both.
little bit. Maybe saved your mage block here.
I'm
Full
gonna free
sheep.
wall
Win the
here.
game. Does.
I mean, it's a really good sheep, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, so here, I mean, maybe your mage has to block anyways, but you can. Do you have Shadow Fury? Let me see. No, you don't have Shadow Fury. Okay, but you have a stun.
I can't.
You could stun the rogue. You could stun the priest. Like this is a really good setup. Like even the entire
Trying to
sheep
hang
when
on
he gets it,
priest.
I got them both.
you can just instantly stun on it. Like rogue or SP, whoever you want to hit.
Win the game.
And you have coil as well. Like actually, the rogue dies here. I think if you just stun the rogue into coil, I think the rogue dies on this go.
Yeah.
Or you get dispersion.
I link off this. Nice. Good block.
But yeah, this is fine. Like now you're coming over here. This is really good.
In priest.
Yeah.
Should for monk.
So once again, like I would just keep tongues on priest and monk here. To be honest,
Actually, your monk.
no real reason not to. Okay, fake kick. This is really good. This is really good. So you start casting a fear, and I think what happens here?
Nice. Good block.
In priest.
So in general, I would save like the coil in this situation for just when you get CC, just to get pressure. I think the rogue still has cloak. Like I'm not too familiar with your UI, but
Should for monk.
Actually, your monk.
okay. So you fake kick on the fear, and that's really good. Okay, so now the monk lined a little bit. You fear the rogue. So what I would have done here, I would just spam fear the monk. If he keeps lining, he can't heal. If he keeps lining, right? So you just pressure him till you eventually get the fear. And if he keeps lining, then I would make a gate on top of this over here, and then get the fear for free. Because you do win the game. Like the game is over at this point. Like they have no CDs to press. I think the rogue has cloak. Maybe they have swap too, but that's about it. So yeah, I would definitely prior on getting a fear on the monk here. And again, like just to scroll back a little bit,
In priest.
since I actually do commit like
Different monk?
some damage to you here, they even rupture you, like you're garroted, like I would just pack this at high HP. Like I would just pack high here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so you're dropping quite low. It's like Shiv, it's stuff like if you had packed it earlier here.
Dark pack.
I link here.
Okay, so your Shaman actually links. I think maybe the Shaman could have saved Link here if
I
you
want
if you
mark,
packed
mark.
earlier.
In rogue.
Cold shield.
Yeah, okay, so the rogue cloak now, that's very important. Rogue is no cloak, no trinket. The rogue should die next go.
Nice. I sheep monk full.
And how you do it, yeah, so your healer, your mage gets the sheep, this is really good. You just cast a fear on the priest now. You cover the priest, so he can't MD, he can't swap. You want to be fearing priest here? And is he going to get the MD? Yeah, so he gets MD because we don't cover it. If instead we fear the SP, and he just triple sheeps healer, you triple fear SP, then you triple fear healer, and then he triple sheeps SP, the rogue dies here. Like the game is over at this point. You won the game.
MD.
So always like triple CC on the off target. So if your mage lands a sheep, you triple fear the off target, and then when the DR runs out, you easily get the fear on the healer because everyone is CC'd. The only one who can stop it is the rogue, and maybe he can't, you know. And then you just rotate like that, like triple CC, both the fear and the sheep.
In priest.
I sheep again.
So yeah, now you get the fear. It's good. It's a bit late, but it's good you do it now.
In priest.
But at this point, you need to be ready to fear. You need to be ready to fear the healer.
Priest.
Sure.
So yeah, your mage triple your rings. It's okay. But again, we need the fear.
You can't shoot. You can't think.
Port here.
Get the rogue.
Again, like I would just prioritize getting the CC and the healer here. He cocoons is really good though.
Turn monk.
So you fear now, that's good.
Ground.
It's gonna break, I think, I guess, on orb. It's really unlucky. Okay, so you see orb is here, so you just pre-fear like the break, you know it's gonna break, and then you just pre-fear it. And in fact, I would probably just stun the monk out as well, just to extend the CC chain. So you like triple fear him here and just stun him out.
I have Alder up.
139k on rogue. 139k on rogue. I'm a Skyfear soon here.
Because you're a
Big
kidney.
damage on the rogue, big damage on the rogue.
You can stun the rogue here for your mage, maybe, since he calls big damage.
Fear, fear, fear. Fearful.
Fuck,
But again, like stunning healer into sheep, you can call you have a stun on healer here, you can maybe sheep off it, you
You have
know?
walls. You have walls. You have
Shape,
walls.
shape,
kick.
shape.
It's wall. It's wall.
Nice, he gets the sheep, that's really good.
It's wall. It's wall. It's wall. It's wall. It's
Yeah.
wall. Yeah. Good. 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 Good.
Let's see.
Fear, fear, fear. Fearful.
Fuck,
So healer calls for wall here.
You have walls. You
I would
have walls.
probably tell him I'm fine, because you still have Healthstone, you have packed in 5 seconds. So what you can do, you can soul burn Healthstone coil, and then you just pack.
A kick.
And then you still have the wall for Death Mark if he does it later. So that's probably how I would play that. Like, you can just tell your healer you're fine.
It's wall. It's wall. It's wall. It's wall.
Like, look, if you Healthstone here, I mean, it's into Shiv. Like, if you wait like 1 second, and you Healthstone packed,
It's wall. It's wall. It's
Yeah.
wall. Yeah.
see, even into Shiv, it's, yeah.
Good. 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 Good.
Shape again.
But yeah, you would definitely
Hit,
find no
hit.
wall there. You didn't have to wall riot, so you can tell your healer that.
Dark
Priest,
Stone,
priest, priest,
Dark Stone.
Yeah, big dam on
Yeah,
him.
nice call on Priest. He trinkets. So, I don't know if you track... Yeah, you track Cloak. Okay, so I don't think the Rogue has Cloak still. They don't have a Cocoon either. I wouldn't go Priest here, because he probably still has Dispersed, right?
I'm gonna hit the monk
I
too
think-
while he's here. This is Death Mark, careful. I am
Yeah, yeah.
Again, like, at this point, I would be prioritizing fearing. Whenever the healer is not on DR, I would be prioritizing fearing. Just fear, 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 fear. Sheep, 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 sheep.
He's okay. He's
It's like, make the healer not play the game.
Yeah.
And once again, like, you can keep tongues on healer and SP. It's really good.
That's
Lock
on the
the
road.
monk. I might just kill the
So
monk.
make it. Make new portal here. Okay, so your mage goes monk. I mean, it's fine, you know, but we can just CC monk and win the game, to be honest. Okay, so you get the Spurs here. That's really good. Again, okay, so you get this. This is an easy fear on the monk. You should fear the monk. You might break on Blizzard, but then you refear it insta. You refear it, and then Blizzard is gone, and then he sheeps it, and then you win on Priest. Or you get a trinket at least, right?
Blinds me. Blinds me.
Don't like going healers like this, to be honest. Unless you have like stun coil, then it's really good to do it.
You have shield. You have
Kenny,
shield.
Kenny, Kenny.
Okay, so
Fear.
you fear for Rogue here. That's really good. You fear him again. Really good fears here. At this point, let's see what happens actually. So the Rogue
I want the monk
trinkets.
again, man.
I'm a Skyfear. Skyfear. Skyfear.
Your mage calls to go on the monk, I think. I think at this point you just go Rogue SP. SP has no Disperse. Rogue has... he might have Cloak. I'm not sure about your UI, but... It says he doesn't, but you know, sometimes... but yeah, I mean, they don't have many cities at all. Like, at this point, you just want to CC healer and go on the
Monk?
DPS.
Big heal. Big heal.
Mind it.
Okay, so you try Fear Monk. Again, if you
yeah,
are positioned a little bit better, you get that Fear.
6.
And again, I would just pact high HP because it's Void Torrent. Like, you can just pact high HP. Help you heal out. Also, you're like... I mean, I'm being really... Yeah, as I said, like, I'm going to mention everything, you know? And then you can...
Turn monk.
yeah, but you're like right next to an Earthen too.
Big heal.
You can just
Mind it.
step into it, you know?
They have go in 6. Go in 6.
Your healer will like you a bit. But yeah, again, number one priority here should be getting CC and healer.
Careful.
And in fact, if you didn't reposition your portal here, you could have just ported feared him, so that would have been good.
We're going soon. I'm stunned. Or silent.
But yeah, if you had packed at high HP, you wouldn't have been low here.
Grab. I got your my game.
Okay, so you Garrett's your
Drinking
healer.
longer, always drinking.
I drink-
Kidney's your healer. Okay, at this point as well, if you had your port over here, you can pre-port this.
Trigger the kidney. Trigger the kidney.
You can pre-port the bump here. But nice fair, nice fair. So you bull rush out, or whatever
We'll
it's
rush
called.
out.
I'm stunned.
Um,
Quarter.
yeah, so again, like, I would want to get CC, like, you need to follow up the CC that your mage is getting on the monk.
Really need to drink. Weird.
Okay, so fair.
I remember this.
You have coil here, but he gets sheeped.
Super.
Skyfear. I can stun whoever.
Yeah.
Okay, so your healer calls you have stun. He has stun. Wait, what did he?
Weird. It's not breaking. I remember this.
Super.
Skyfear. I can stun whoever.
Yeah. I like the monk.
Yeah, so I mean, he can maybe stun the monk into like a go or something, like into like sheep on him or Fear him.
King Center.
Actually, I watch me. I can die. I can die.
Yeah, again, at this point, maybe you need to like spam fear the rogue a bit just to help recover, you know.
You're rogue.
Like if you spam fear the rogue here,
Sun
maybe you
rogue.
can recover a little bit.
Sure. I like the monk.
Sun Rogue, I'm kidding.
I was gonna let me see.
It's not breaking.
Because I think you can use a trick here that I actually do a lot. Because it's hard to get CC on the healer when he peeks in and out like this, okay?
I can
But
stun whoever.
you have Shadow Fury. So something I think a lot of Warlocks don't do. If you're trying to fear this monk, of course he's gonna line, right, if he's good. But you like, okay, so face this way with your character or whatever. It doesn't really matter, but like a good healer might be baited by it. But you face this way as if you're gonna like Shadow Fury the DPS or whatever. You put the Shadow Fury here. So whenever he peeks to line, or like peeks to a heal, you get the Shadow Fury here and you just full fear him.
I like
Like
the
you can
monk.
like pre-Shadow Fury his like step out, you know, and then you get the full fear on him.
Kidding, Sun Rogue.
Actually,
This is something to consider. Like it works against a lot of healers. Yeah,
I can die. I can die.
you Shadow Fury now. I would be fearing the rogue here a little bit. I would also be pushing in a little bit here, because the rogue is on shipped, yeah. So you coil him, but it's
You're
the
rogue.
out, right?
Full fear.
Nice fear on rogue. Nice fear.
Are there me and Leeka? Are there me and Leeka? I'm gonna try and drink maybe.
Okay, so again, like I would be getting CC and healer. Gets faked.
Roads me.
Okay, nice getaway.
Get
Yeah,
over there.
that's good. So at this point, like Rogue is cloak again. I'm pretty sure SP has dispersion again. Your healer is like kinda low on mana, but so are they.
I'm dead.
Should try a track Icy Veins. This might help as well. Like I don't know how long he has it, but maybe if he has it in like 20 seconds, you can delay it. You know, it would be really good to keep consider too.
No,
We can have a rogue here.
Yeah. So at this point, like you can be spam fearing, you know, SP. You can be like, you can be doing stuff, but at this point in the game is not looking so good. There was definitely like openings to win the game. You know. Like you had openings where they had no
Nothing,
CDs,
man. I can't make anybody run.
but in general, like getting CC and healer is super important as Mage lock, and like doing the whole cross CC thing, you know, where you cover for each other. But yeah, I'm sorry that I probably ranted for like 20 minutes or something. Like I had a lot to say, I guess. I guess you guys can let me know if this is something you want to see or hear more of. And yeah, bye bye guys.